Hey fam,
welcome back to our channel.
yes, welcome back. Today we're going to bring you guys something kind of cool, something that is kind of close to our hearts and something that we started our weight loss journey with, and that is running.
As we've mentioned on here before, running is something that kind of jump-started our weight loss, and it's something that we always wanted to do, but we never thought we could do. So we wanted to bring some tips to you guys, so maybe you're thinking about running or trying to become a runner. Trust us, we started from where we did.
400 pounds is where I was at when I started running, so
yes,
if I can do that, you can do it too.
Yes, and so we are going to share some tips that helped us get started running to hopefully help you.
Right, so here are 5 tips to get started running.
Tip number 1 is get good shoes.
Yes, now this is probably my favorite tip because for me, I love to know the anatomy and physiology of things whenever I look into them. So running shoes is no different. You want to make sure that you get a great pair of running shoes. Now, you can use an old pair of walking shoes, but there is a difference between the two. And whenever you're looking for your good running shoes, you want to make sure that you're looking for either stability, support, or something that's going to have more cushion. If you go to your local running store, they'll be able to check what your foot strike and gait look like and give you a good recommendation.
Right, and so some good brands to look at are Asics, Mizuno, Brooks,
New Balance,
Saucony, and Nike. And so those are some brands that have some really great running shoe options. I would definitely say invest. That was one of the first things we did. After we started running for a few weeks, couple of weeks, we invested in a good pair of running shoes.
We both currently wear Asics. Tip number 2, use the run-walk method.
Yes, so this is what we did to start our running journey. So in the beginning, we would run for about 2 minutes and then walk for a minute. This allowed us to, one, catch a break because we just weren't in the shape to be able to keep running yet. But it also allowed us to challenge ourselves to, once we were done with our timed walking, to start running again, because that was ultimately our goal, right? To start running. And so using this method really helped.
Right, and what we kind of did from there is the more we ran, the less we walked. And you know, when it's your first time running, it's tough to kind of get started. So you can start by just going with the walk-run method. And the walk-run method just is the same thing. It's just you walk more than you run.
Yes. So if you're walking to start out, if you're walking for, let's say, 3 minutes, use about 20 seconds of that for a light jog. And if you keep doing that, I promise you'll improve to where you can run for 30 seconds.
And using that method is what will allow you to go from the walk-run method to the run-walk method. You'll eventually get more and more comfortable with adding more time to that amount of time that you're running.
Tip number 3, when you're first starting out running, run at a manageable pace.
Yes, that is probably another extremely important tip. When you first start out running, you don't have to start with sprinting and, you know, going as fast as possible. Honestly speaking, you should be running at a pace where you can have a normal, regular kind of conversation. It shouldn't be super easy, but you also shouldn't be breathing super hard while having this conversation.
Exactly. Just honestly, just slow down. Go at a pace that's comfortable for you, because if it's not comfortable, you're not going to want to go back out there and try again. So try to find the pace that you feel comfortable with so you can go back out and try again.
Exactly. Don't worry about how fast you're going or how far you're going right now. Just worry about staying consistent. Tip number 4, set realistic goals.
Yes, so if you're just starting out running, again, you don't want to set goals based off of things like mileage. Let's just set a goal of how often we're going to run. I've never ran before, so my goal is to run 2 days this week. That's an attainable and a reachable goal for someone just starting out.
Right, and it doesn't have to be something crazy. Those same 2 days, it could be just running for 30 seconds during your walk.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be like I'm gonna go and just sprint and run for 7 miles in those 2 days.
Right.
Start slow, start small, and you'll eventually get a lot better.
And now for the last and final tip, tip number 5, track your progress.
Yes, and this is the tip that's gonna keep you motivated and keep you going. There is nothing better than opening up a fitness tracker or your fitness app and seeing your progression. Seeing the progression of your body, seeing the progression of your running, and just seeing the progression of your overall endurance It's amazing.
It is. It's nothing like seeing your app and opening it up and seeing all the miles stacked on top of each other from all of your runs and your walks, because at one point it says 0. And so you started to run, and if you keep going, you'll get further and further along.
And next thing you know, you're a runner. All right, fam, so that's it. Those are all the tips that we really use to kind of get started running. And we'll actually drop our fitness trackers and the fitness apps and stuff that we use, and even the shoes that we use, down in the description below. So you'll be able to take a look at those and be able to see what we use.
Yes, we hope you got some good information and that you're a little inspired to start your running journey. We promise you, you won't regret it if you started. You can do it. So make sure you subscribe, and we will see you next time, fam.
Later.
Later.